coming up on the AC Apprentice.
So what I want you to do is just work on getting this a little straighter inside the channel. We want to braze that joint up. All right, we're going out to Fleming Island to go just check in on the job that's going down. Jacob's out there doing some work. We're just going to surprise him and check up, make sure everything's going good.
So I assume this is something that you do often?
Yeah, almost daily. My schedule permits. Try to check up on the guys. Little quality control.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just all random though?
It's all random, yeah. They don't know I'm coming half the time. Sometimes I let them know I'm coming to bring them some lunch or whatnot, make sure they're good to go.
So
make sure customers happy and all that.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is when I'm out in the field, I'm not going to know you're coming.
Never know.
Yeah, I guess.
You got to stay on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh yeah.
I've got to say, I think it's a really good thing that they go out and they check on technicians and make sure they're doing everything that they should be doing. I might, be surprised the first time they pop up on me, but today I don't have to worry about that.
Back when I was an installer, I know Tom used to come out in the older Volkswagen, the other cool bus that we're going to retire. He'll just pop up on us. I remember one specifically that we pretty much already done with the job, with the install. It's up and running and cooling. He comes out. Didn't like how the copper look was just a little off from his liking, and customer was happy and didn't want us to redo it, but it wasn't up to his standards, so we redid that copper, pumped the system down, fixed that, pulled another good vacuum, got it charged back up again, and then got it cooling. So a lot of quality control. We want stuff to look a specific way.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's good. I mean, our work is what represents us, so
oh yeah,
want to make
we
sure
take pride in our work. All right, we arrived to the job site. Let's go check on the guys.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, how you doing, Jacob?
Good, man.
All right, run a new line set today, huh?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting ready to do them double fittings, double 90?
Yep, I'm about to cut it right here and we'll fit it in there.
Doesn't look bad, but I will try to go down just to 190.
Okay.
The more 90s you have, it's going to restrict the flow of refrigerant, the friction in the pipe. So what I want you to do is just work on getting this a little straighter inside the channel.
Gotcha.
Bend that copper a little closer to the wall and come in and braze it in something like that, because it's going to be inside the cover, so something like that, okay?
10-4.
Same thing with the liquid line.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting Mike to come out here on this job in particular, but it happens every once in a while, and it's good to have a second opinion, a second set of eyes on what we're doing, just so we can take a step back and reevaluate what exactly could be done more efficiently or better or cleanly in a way.
So what do you mean by 90s?
So let me hand one of your 90s. So he had 190 and one street 90. So he was going to do 190 out like that and another line in to keep it in line with the copper.
Yeah.
But if you have 190s, the friction going around that turn, that's why you want to use long radius 90. Some 90s come a little shorter where it's tighter 90.
Yeah.
It's just like if you're driving on the highway, if you got to go around the corner, you got to slow down. So there's friction loss. The refrigerant wants to move. The least amount of 90s, the better for the refrigerant to flow.
Yeah. So the wider the turn, the easier it is to do. Yeah. Like you said, right on, like kind of on the highway where you don't want to make a drastic turn.
Oh yeah. At 2 average speed, you're gonna flip.
Yeah.
Something in here, you're gonna have friction loss and not enough refrigerant flowing through that pipe.
This being my first residential call, it's definitely a whole lot different for me than some of my previous calls with a commercial, mainly being that it's out at a house and I'm looking at the setup and the units that I have personally at my own house.
So he's working on brazing. That's a high temperature. So want to be careful of surroundings. That's why they got that wood against the house, so they're not burning the siding on the house. Make sure we get a good braze and make sure there's no leaks on that pipe.
So this is just kind of like a sealing.
Yeah, joining 2 pipes together.
Yeah.
With not either coupling, brazing, or swedging. You want to braze that joint up. Make sure it's a good looking braze joint. Inspect it with a mirror. Cool it down. Make sure you're not getting burnt.
Makes sense.
A few moments later.
Alright, seems like he got it brazed up now.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what we got. Do your inspection.
We'll hit with the mirror, see if there's any visible gaps that, you know, potentially have a leak on it.
Yeah.
And when they get done brazing, they're going to put nitrogen in the system to about 300 psi and make sure there's no leaks present.
Yeah.
And that's kind of with the condenser pump down and the valves closed. You're going to be checking if there's any, with the nitrogen, you're going to be checking the line set and the evaporator coil. If there's any leaks present on that, that nitrogen would drop pressure.
Yeah.
If there's not, they let it sit on there 15-20 minutes to make sure its pressure's not dropping. After that, they can let the nitrogen out and pull a good vacuum. After that's done, charge it up, get it started up, and get the refrigerant to the proper levels.
All right.
He's done inspecting. Look, he's cooling it down at the same time of cleaning the joint. When you get done brazing, you want to cool it down. I also want to wipe it down to clean the smut and the oxidation off the pipe.
The best way when cleaning to tell that when you have got the seal all the way around is the colorization on the actual joint itself. You can see a clear distinction of where that heat kind of meets the solder, and it kind of creates a ring around the actual joint itself. So it's a good way to tell to you know, if you got the proper seal on it. And also after you clean it, you know, it kind of takes all that flakiness and the leftover soot from the heat that was left over on the pipe. It cleans it up real nice, and it's a good way to tell if you got a seal on there.
All right, like you got the cover put in.
Yes, sir.
All brazed up,
Yep,
insulated. All right, cap in.
Caps on there.
All right, so we just gotta make sure we wipe the walls down, seal the end of this line set cover for any pests or bugs want to try to get in there.
Yes, sir.
And to make sure we get some good pictures sent over to me, and when you get done, also on tagged in on your invoice.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right, I'll leave y'all to it. We're on to the next one.
10-4.
Final thoughts on the check-in is we pointed out one thing that I wanted them to correct, but overall, after everything was said and done, it looked good, it worked good, and everything was sealed up, and the customer was happy.
To the next one.
On to the next one.
It was a really interesting opportunity to be riding with Mike today on a quality control call in the cool bus. When we got there, Jacob was already doing a really good job, but Mike was able to use his expertise and offer that to him and make a great job even better.